The connection between what's going on in Wisconsin and what went on in Kabul with those guys' pants off is that what the governor of Wisconsin is doing right now, he has tried before. The governor of Wisconsin, who has thrown his state into chaos by trying to strip union rights from people who work for that state, he has tried this before with disastrous results and with Wackenhut. This is the Milwaukee County Courthouse. As you can see, it is a very pretty building. When Scott Walker was in charge in Milwaukee, he decided to fire the security guards who worked at the courthouse and at 2 other county buildings. They were public employees, they were represented by a union, and Scott Walker just fired them. Now, the county board was opposed to that. They rejected his plan. But then after he was blocked by the county board, Mr. Walker just unilaterally insisted that he could do it anyway. He just seized the power to do it, claiming he had the right because there was a budget emergency. And so all of those union security guards got fired, and Scott Walker replaced them with the Butt Vodka Company guys. He replaced them with Wackenhut, with a private company called G4S Wackenhut, which is based in the UK and which uses, naturally, non-union security guards. Mr. Walker fired all of the union guards and replaced them with private non-union guards. This was like the dress rehearsal for what Scott Walker is doing at the state level right now, and it may offer a little bit of foreshadowing as to how this is all going to work out. An arbitrator in Wisconsin ruled just last month that the so-called budget emergency that Scott Walker used to justify hiring the Butt Vodka Company guys by decree, doing it unilaterally, that justification was essentially ginned up. Quote, the county did not have a true budget crisis at the time, according to the decision from the arbitrator. It's true that the county was facing a budget shortfall, but again, according to this arbitrator, not a big enough one to justify Mr. Walker's hair on fire, it's an emergency, I can do what I want actions. Also, firing all of those union guards did not turn out to save the money that Mr. Walker said it was going to save. Since Scott Walker hired the coconut bra vodka guys, the county has since had to revise down, way down, how much money that would save. Turns out they overguessed by more than $330,000. But wait, there's more.
An arbitrator just ruled Walker overstepped his authority, and now the county must give those guards their jobs back and provide back pay.
Scott Walker's last big cost-saving bust-the-union stunt could ultimately end up costing his former employer, Milwaukee County, close to $500,000 after all is said and done. And, you may be shocked to learn, turns out the coconut brassiere drinking vodka out of your friend's orifices company didn't do that great a job for the people of Wisconsin once Scott Walker gave them those used-to-be public, used-to-be union jobs. The man Wackenhut installed as the security chief for all of the locations where all of the union guards had been fired was a man with a criminal record that included jail time. That's who they picked for their security chief. So the last time Scott Walker did something like this, in his desperation to get rid of employees who joined unions, he improperly fired them, he overstated how much money that would save, and then he allowed for a private, foreign-based Butt Vodka Company to put a convicted criminal in charge of security at the Milwaukee Courthouse and City Hall. Woohoo! That's Wisconsin's new governor. That's where he comes from.